Okay, guys. Hey, we are here again. Conneaut today. Conneaut today. It is 8/6. 8/6. I have a very exciting program. John Charlillo. Hopefully, I didn't butcher that, from the Bach Project, and he's going to talk a little bit about what the Cabrini Church is actually putting this project together, and he's going to talk a little bit about it. John, welcome to our show.
Well, thank you, Dave.
How are you doing today?
Very well. How about you?
It's a wet, rainy day in Conneaut,
Yes,
Ohio
it is.
today, but well, I think we'll all get through it. It's not snowing, so we're good.
That's right.
So, John, tell me a little bit about yourself and what brings you to the Bach Project.
Well, sure. I'll give you a little background on myself first. I originally born and raised in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, and I went to school for my undergrad degree at Baldwin Wallace University in Berea, and studied at the conservatory there. They're very heavy on Bach there, and learned a lot about not only him but music in general. And then from there, I started my teaching career. I've been a professor of music. Gosh, it had to be over 30 years. I started teaching at Lakeland Community College and taught there for quite some time. Then I moved on to teach for a while, for about a decade actually, in North Carolina for the UNC system in North Carolina, and then out to California. And I taught out there at California Polytechnic University in Pomona. And all the while, I was producing music as well. I produced music for various artists in Nashville, Atlanta, LA, and also continued with my interest in Baroque music and orchestral music, I guess is the best way to put it. So most recently, about almost 4 years ago, we moved from California, and I'm decided to slow down a little bit, semi-retired, I guess you could say. And we moved back here because I figured, well, we know the area. It would be nice to get back home. So that's been my journey over the past several decades.
So now do you live in Conneaut, or?
Well, North Kingsville actually, but
okay.
Very close.
Yep, very close. All right. So you did some music stuff in California. That had to be exciting.
Yeah, well, a lot of what I did was soundtrack work. So, for instance, when you hear a TV show or a movie these days, you think you're hearing a big orchestra in the background. How you have the background music to the program. What you're actually hearing is a person in a studio very similar to this, creating the music using computer technology.
Oh wow!
And that's what I do, and that's what I did with the video that we'll talk about in a little while. Everything except for the voices, of course, was produced using the computer. And what I decided to do was to bring that technology to Bach's music.
Okay, so what brings you to the Bach Project?
Well, I last Christmas season is when I really decided to start working on this for my faith, and I created a video that's called "The Nativity of Christ," and the video has 4 elements. One element is Bach's Christmas Oratorio, which is a very long, extended piece of music. It's actually close to a 2-hour piece of music. So I only took several selections from the Christmas oratorio. And I combined that with the Holy Scripture. Luke 2, of course, is the nativity story. And several clergy members who gave nice insight into Luke 2, and also combined that with Baroque and Renaissance artwork, along with some fireworks, as we'll see in different video effects, to create a video that people could listen to and really gain a greater appreciation of the Christmas season and the birth of Jesus Christ. And it was an all self-funded project. I did it for benefit of my own soul. And I brought that to Corpus Christi Parish here, St. Francis Cabrini Church. We had a great showing of the video there. And we also had a great showing of it over in Solon at St. Rita Parish, because one of my main collaborators or conspirators, as the case may be, was Father Barron, who's the pastor over there. So it was kind of a mutual thing between the two churches, and we had two very wonderful showings. And since then, the video's been kind of gaining a little bit of traction and on online on YouTube, and people seem to enjoy it quite a bit. But then after that video, I decided, okay, what's next? And I thought, I spoke to my colleagues at the church, and we decided, well, let's try to bring it up, notch it up to the next level. And with that, I got the cooperation from some friends of mine, some vocalists from down in the National Opera of Colombia, and some friends of mine who play with the Blossom Chamber, or rather the Blossom Festival Orchestra over at Blossom Music Center. And several of those folks are actually classmates of mine from way back in the horse and buggy days. So at any rate, this time around, we'll have a live concert, once again, of Bach's music, this time the Mass in G minor. And we'll bring this live concert to St. Francis Cabrini here in Conneaut, and also to St. Rita. At the same time, the concerts will be video recorded, audio recorded, and there'll be a subsequent video that will not only have the music in its entirety, but also commentary about the Mass, about the Latin Mass from various clergy members. So that's the current project. We're in the fundraising stage right now because bringing these folks from Colombia and paying the musicians to that are helping out with this, it can be a costly endeavor.
Yeah. So it's actually going to be shown at two different churches then.
Yes.
And is it just around Christmas time is they going to do that, or?
Well, depending on how our fundraising goes, and we're very hopeful about that. We're looking more towards Lent this time.
Okay.
For one thing, I wanted it more towards the spring because it would be a real shame if I brought these folks all the way up from Colombia, South America, and we had a huge snowstorm. That would be a real disaster. So I figured, well, if we did it, we'd probably have better luck if we did it closer to spring, less chance of that happening.
Okay. So you talked about fundraising. So you're in fundraising mode now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
And so how do people actually get involved with the fundraising?
Well, the best way for individuals to get involved is to go to the website there. On the website, there are copious buttons for please donate or support the artists. It will all bring you to a GoFundMe page. So it's very easy to get to that GoFundMe page. But the website to go to is www.bachproject.org. And it's BACH project.org.
Okay.
And there at the website, it'll also give you a great deal of insight into what we're doing with the Bach Project. And and some of the things that we're talking about today.
So how much money are you trying to raise?
Well, it's going to be right around $20,000.
Okay. Okay. And the video that we're gonna talk about, we're gonna bring up and actually show. Um, that's kind of because that was the first video, correct?
Yes, yes, the
Right.
first
So
video.
now you're creating the second one. Is it
Mhm.
going to be similar?
Well, it will be similar in the sense that a big part of it will be the music of Bach, but it'll be different in the sense that this time around we're having live musicians as opposed to a soundtrack that I created. So this time around, as I mentioned, the vocalists from National Opera of Colombia and the members of the Blossom Festival Orchestra, I'll be conducting. So we'll have the group right there live
Wow.
playing it.
And now where are they going to do that? At the church?
Yeah, at the church. This music, in fact, is called sacred music because uh, Bach was very special in the sense that he wrote music for virtually every event on the liturgical calendar, everything. And this in particular was one of his masses, but it's music that's intended to be played in church and is intended for people to come, have a chance to sit comfortably in the church and enjoy the music and more than enjoying the music, reflect on the lyrics, which in this case is the Latin Mass. In other cases, Bach uh, has sections of scripture and other prayers that are part of the music. But it's all about the risen Christ. It's all about being able to sit quietly and reflect on that in the atmosphere of a church.
Okay. Well, I'm really excited because I guess the reason why I asked that was is because from what I've listened to on this piece that we're going to actually listen to in a few seconds, we're only going to take a little snippet of it, but it's very well put together.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
So I mean, it's I sort of kind of really excited about putting that up there and actually having people take a listen to it because I never knew it was there.
Dave, visibility is a problem for us, even amongst our own parishioners. So I'm glad I can get on here and tell everybody about it.
Yeah. All right. So why don't we play a piece of this, and you can let me know when you want to stop it.
Okay.
Aufreiset die Tage, Blossom frohlocken, aufreiset die Tage, mit was heute Himmelssterne war.
In the distance here, we have the birthplace of Christ, and then it also gets into some artwork as we go along.
What's that?
Yes, right here we have a picture of the birthplace of Christ, very appropriate for the Nativity. And then as the video goes on and the music goes on, there's various works of art from that depict the Nativity and from Renaissance and Baroque periods. An interesting note about that is that artwork is all out there on the internet, public domain. You can go to these great museums around the world, and they're very happy to share it with people. So that's just something to share, that all this wonderful stuff is out there.
But I did see a piece in here where we have Nick Irochi actually talking.
Yeah, we could play some of that.
As we go further into it, you have different people doing different things, and I didn't really quite get what Nick Irochi was talking about because I only heard it very briefly.
Yeah, we should go there. Nick had some great things to say. Was really a big part of this, talking about the Nativity of Christ and some very interesting commentary. So yeah, we should definitely play some Nick Irochi.
I can only imagine what Mary would be doing to comfort Jesus. Would she be singing him a lullaby? Would she just be moving around to comfort him? Or would she be humming in his ear? Can you imagine comforting the Savior of the world as an infant? Wow. And Mary, our Blessed Mother, did just that.
And so she's now on the road with her husband.
So it's just, it's really some really good stuff. I can't wait to actually go into full detail with that. I really want to listen to all of it.
Sure.
But
again, I just have to thank Nick and Father Barron, and we also had Ingrid Ballstad, who's actually a very fine vocalist and actress, and a very devout Christian, and she was giving some commentary too, and she also did some singing in the video, which is nice too. So these folks really helped out a lot, and it was a real team effort, and a real pleasure to have them with me to do this.
Okay. So how's the fundraising going so far?
Slowly but surely. We have several grant applications out there, and grant applications, they're very competitive. So we're knocking on wood and saying a few prayers, and hopefully some of that money will come in. And we just had a fundraiser at Corpus Christi Parish Hall last Friday. It was pizza night. We had a great deal of fun.
Okay.
Pizza and prizes and raffles and things of that nature. So I think we did pretty well there. And then, of course, there's individuals, whoever is interested or moved by this, individuals who wish to donate. And we're also hoping to get businesses and, businesses and corporate donors as well, because when you think about the impact this could make to our area, leaving aside just a moment the spiritual and religious part of it, we're bringing world-renowned artists to the area to sing for us, and world-renowned musicians to come and play for us. And I plan on talking this up just the best that I can. And if we can pull people in from Erie and Lake County and Geauga County, far down as Youngstown, perhaps, everyone should come to our area to see this concert. So it's a big deal for the community as well, even leaving out the religious aspect of it.
Now, is there plans to go forward with another one after this one?
I sure hope so.
Or is that too far out?
Well, it's kind of far out to look at right now, because we're so close to this one. It's the forest for the trees, I guess you could say. But what I'm hoping for is that this movement, this Bach Project, will become a movement and kind of grow its own legs, become self-sustaining, because obviously it takes money to do all of this. By the way, I'm not accepting any money personally. All donations go to Corpus Christi Parish. I'm earning nothing on this. This is just in my semi-retirement. It's just something that I enjoy doing and I want to do for our faith and for my faith. So with that said, one thing that we're looking at for the future is one of my committee members from the church took the initiative to send Nativity of Christ to EWTN, which is a Catholic cable channel that's literally global, and they actually took an interest in it. So we made some. I got a beautiful letter back from the CEO of EWTN, and we're hoping that as we send him more and more material, perhaps there's a possibility that we can become affiliated with them, or maybe some other networks that are out there.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you so much. Is there? No, I guess that's it. We'll just send to people if you want to tell them where the website is again.
Sure. That's www.bachproject.org.
Okay. And they can get involved. They can do some fundraising and get involved with the project. And when do you think the project's gonna? You said Lent, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking somewhere in March would be a real nice time to do it. Again, depending how fundraising is going.
Okay, so we're looking like next year.
25,
Okay.
March of 25.
March of 25. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we have some time, but as we all know, as we get older, time goes so fast.
Oh, and let me mention one other thing, Dave, that
Sure.
I think this is and my publicist, who is also my wife, would kill me if I didn't mention this. When the vocalists are here, when our guests are here, we're doing a special master class at Lakeside High School that we're also inviting all the other choral departments from the area to come in and enjoy the master class. So the youth of our area, the choral students, will have a chance to pick the brains of these internationally known vocalists. And I think that's very important. And the other important thing is we're having a meet and greet after the concert. So everyone that comes to the concert can meet these folks and also become more familiar with the great work that Corpus Christi Parish does, because we'll have representatives from the various other organizations like Mother Mary's Closet, Matthew 25, and the people who are really doing great work for the community. So those are two things that really needed to be mentioned as well.
Okay, fantastic. Well, it's been such an honor to meet you and get to know a little bit about the Bach Project.
Well, I really appreciate being on your podcast, Dave, and wish you the best with your podcast, and do appreciate the exposure.
Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you. Go ahead and I'll keep you on. Just stay on and we'll talk afterwards, okay?
Okay, great.
All right. So, hey, there we are. Go, guys. Conneaut today. Another day. It is 8/6/86. Man, where's the year going? It seems like it goes so fast. But that was a great conversation. I thank John for coming on and talking about the Bach Project. And again, if you want to get involved, go to www.bachproject.org and get involved. They're doing some fundraising now for the project that will probably be next March. Well, yeah, March of 2025. And I'll leave a link in the show notes on my YouTube channel for the one that we actually viewed today, so that way you can actually watch it in its entirety, because very, very nicely put together. So again, John, I thank you so much for coming on, and guys, hey, have a beautiful day. Stay out of the rain, and we will see you again very, very soon. Thanks so much.